This is Mark from Team How To, and we're teaching the masses how to.
Hey guys, Mark from Team How To. Today I want to show you my favorite top 10 keyboard shortcuts for Windows. Let's get right to it.
Number 10.
This one minimizes all of the windows that you have open, and it works as a toggle to put them back up if you choose. And this is a simple one. Let me open a couple more things here. We'll have this open, and we'll open this. Okay, so we have all these open. We hit the Windows key and the D, and that's for desktop, Windows desktop. That's how you can remember it. And then hit toggle it again, it's back up. It's just that simple.
Number 9.
It's a really simple one. You just do Windows L and it locks the desktop. Now it just went dark for a second. I had to log back in, and that's just how efficient that is.
Number 8.
Now this is one I use 50 times a day if I'm on my computer. It's a way to open a new Explorer window. So it's Windows key and E for Explorer. And there you go. It opens up a brand new Explorer window, and it's always the same. So if you do it again and again, it'll just keep opening them. And there you go. It's that simple.
Number 7.
This one's great if you're a kind of person that uses print screen or a clipping tool to grab parts of your desktop for picture's sake or whatever. This one's really simple, but it only works in Windows 10 or newer. Basically, you do Windows key, Shift, and S, and it's going to bring this up. It's going to darken everything. Then you can take your cursor here, your crosshairs, and just left-click and drag, and whatever I make highlighted there, that's going to save it as a copy. And now the next thing I need to do is paste it to something, so I could paste it in Word, or I could create a new image file and just paste it there, or I could open up any imaging software and paste it in there.
Number 6.
Now this is one I don't use often, but if you're on somebody's machine that's not yours and you're trying to make their screen duplicate onto a second monitor, or you want to extend the screen and you can't see the shortcut keys on the top, hit the Windows key and P, and it brings up the project dialog up here. And so then you can duplicate the screen or extend it over or whatever it is you need to do. And that's so helpful on a machine you're not used to.
Number 5.
Now this one's a real handy one, although I admit I do tend to forget to use it. What it does is it'll launch anything on your taskbar. So if you come down here, you see the taskbar. Well, what it does is it numbers each of these from 1 to whatever you've got open. So if I wanted to launch my Microsoft Edge, all I would need to do is do Windows and the number 1 key, and boom, there it goes. If I needed to launch Chrome, I could do Windows key and 2, and so on and so on. And so that one's super handy if you can remember to use it.
Number 4.
Okay, this one can be a real time saver. What this one allows you to do is paste without formatting. What I mean by that is, let's say you go out to a website and you want to copy a headline and some words, or for whatever reason, and you go back to paste it somewhere and it keeps the formatting, and it just really makes it tricky sometimes. There's 2 ways to do this. If you're using any Microsoft product, Word, presentation, any of the Excel, they have built-in functionality to take care of this for you now. So I'm going to show you how to do it in those first. So if we do, I've got some formatting here. I'll show you what I've got. I've got this with this formatting. It's got this red and whatever, and it's bold. So now if I want to do it without the formatting, I've got the same one now. When I paste it down here, I Control V for paste like I normally would. You can see how this control comes up. You can either use the drop down or you can use the shortcut keys, which if I want to keep this formatting, I do Control and then not at the same time, but Control and then the next letter K for keep, or M for match. So when I do M for match, what that does is it matches the formatting of the cell I was in or the Word document I was in. And it's just really handy. But now if you're not using Word, Excel, any of the Microsoft products, what you can do, and this won't work here, but it works almost everywhere else, is you do, instead of Control V for paste, Control Shift V. And that works everywhere else.
Number 3.
This next shortcut saves me so much time. It's amazing. This is how to create a new folder without going in and right-clicking, new and folder. I know that seems really trivial, but let me show you how much quicker it can be. Control Shift N for new, and now you just start typing the name of it. So what's the name? It's name. Okay, and I want to do another one. Control Shift N. Next one, right? Boom. Then I go, well, let's see, I need another one in there. Control Shift N. And you just keep going like that. So useful.
Number 2.
This next one is great. It's just been a long time coming. And what this one is it's an emoji keyboard. And so anywhere you're using text, like if I was going to search up here, and obviously this wouldn't be the most likely place to use it, but all you do is hit the Windows key simultaneously with the dot. And there you go. Now you can just punch those in. If you want to get rid of it, hit the escape key. There's one other way if you like it better, Windows key and the colon or semicolon, and same thing. And you can use it whatever you want. So you put your smiley in, you hit escape, it's gone. There you go. How cool is that?
Number 1.
Now this is a shortcut you didn't even know you wanted, but once you find out, you're going to love it. This one is to create your own custom shortcuts. So let's say I'm in this folder with important stuff, and I seem to come back here all the time. And how nice would it be just to have a keyboard shortcut that would automatically open that up? So all you have to do, and this works on anything that's a shortcut, whether that would be a shortcut to a program, a desktop shortcut for your favorite application, or obviously any folder or whatever. I'm going to use a folder just to show you it's exactly the same on either. All we have to do first is right-click and create a shortcut. And if you're on the desktop, it would create it there, but we're here. So now we go right-click on that, and we hit Properties. And then all you got to do is in here, it says Shortcut Key. Now, whatever you put in here, it's going to append Control and Alt to it. So if I were to use L, it's going to say Control-Alt-L. So if I just click the L, now Control-Alt-L is my shortcut. Or if I didn't like that, I could say P, Control-Alt-P. Don't do anything that you know is already a Control-Alt. But if it's not, say Control-Alt-I. So all I'm doing is hitting the I key, and it does the Control-Alt. Now I hit Apply, and I shut this down, and I do Control-Alt-I, and there you go. That is awesome. And because I don't feel like any keyboard shortcut list would be complete without a few Google Chrome shortcut keys for your browser, I'm just going to throw this in as a bonus, not really connected to the top 10. But this is going to be my favorite one here. Let's just say you've got an extra tab open here and you just accidentally, I've got this going and I accidentally close it. Well, here's the magic. All you do is hit Control, Shift, and T for tab, and it opens it right back where you were. You can do that up to 10 times the last 10 things you closed. Now, how awesome is that? That is truly amazing. Now, this final one can be actually used in the Explorer window or the browser, or frankly anything on your screen, but I generally just use it for the browser, so I kind of think of it as that. What we'd do is if you click on here and you would like to see the full screen, like say you're watching a movie or you just want to get rid of these for filming or whatever you're doing, hit the F11 key. And it works as a toggle, so now you have the full screen to use. Hit F11 and it's back. Works exactly the same on new folder here. We've got this folder. We hit the F11, boom, maximized. Hit F11 again, it's right back the way it was. And that is it. Once again, if you've got a shortcut key that you think is awesome, I'd like to hear about it. So leave it down in the comments for me. I'd love to hear it. And if you found it helpful, useful, or entertaining, please like and subscribe. It keeps us motivated to keeping on.
Hey, did you remember to subscribe?